The Wondrous Woo is a story about Miramar Woo, who, on the eve of her high school graduation, her father dies in a jaywalking accident. And a number of things happen after her father's death as her family grieves.
Suddenly, her younger siblings become endowed with these magical powers. One becomes a math genius, another becomes a musical prodigy, and Miramar herself doesn't receive anything.
So it's a coming-of-age story about what it means to feel extraordinary but be very ordinary, and about grief and about family.
We follow her in her early years as an adult as she navigates university, meeting new friends, falling in love. At that time in your life, everything just feels so significant and poignant, and Carrianne was so able to capture that.
I heard Lisa Truong's voice. It really surprised me because it was like I heard Miramar Woo's voice for the first time, and it was delightful.
Miramar would have to be the character that I obviously loved voicing the most. I just love narrating in first person, and at times it just felt like I was reading out of a diary. She's very spunky and imaginative, but she's also got a really big heart and cares a lot about her family and the people that she surrounds herself with. I saw myself in Miramar, like as a teenager. I was like, oh, this was definitely me when I was younger.
As we create as writers, the characters start to become, have their own agency. It's like they're separate from us, like they have their own lives. And so to hear the voice of Miramar through Lisa really confirmed that. Like, I created this character, but she actually has her own, being, which was really cool.
The biggest thing that helped me was that Carrianne and I actually had a Zoom call. I got a sense of how she saw the characters, their voices, and I remember crying during our Zoom because I was just so affected by the world and the characters.
We ended up having such a lovely time together. It really made me feel good to know how she connected with the book and the way in which it touched her. I think about growing up as a Chinese Canadian kid in a place that was very, very predominantly white at the time, and about how nobody really writes representation, not just of racialized people. I didn't get to read that when I was young, but also about these places that are, the suburbs.
I've wished I had this book when I was younger as well, because I was able to see myself in this. For a feminist future, I want there to be all sorts of role models for all girls. And I hope that we strive to represent and follow the stories of women from all sorts of different backgrounds.
I feel so strongly about the need for our stories to expand on what it means to be human, which is not one thing, but many, many things.